followed by Representative Butler.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, just following up on Representative Scott's comments, I think he covered most of this. You know, obviously everyone here, I feel stupid having to make these speeches all the time. You know, we all care about the environment. We all care about domestic violence victims. Of course we do. And, you know, when we have bills like this, you know, we're talking about a policy. We're making a law. We have to get it right. And as much as I, you know, want to support victims of domestic violence, when you put a bill in front of me that is completely unfair, that misplaces the responsibility of certain actions and requirements in the wrong place, it's hard to support. This bill says a landlord shall not deny an application for rental housing on the basis of credit history if the applicant is a victim of domestic violence. Okay, I mean, I feel bad if you're a victim of domestic violence, and I feel bad if you have your credit impacted. But the landlord, he's got nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. That person is looking through their applicants, and they're trying to choose the best applicant. Now, should some other applicant be displaced as a result of the preference given to someone who is a victim of domestic violence with poor credit history? I don't know. That's a hard policy question, but that's what this bill would do. I just don't see it. You know, if we want to help victims of domestic violence, then let's help them. Let's find another way to do that doesn't go ahead and make a third party that's innocent of anything responsible. And that's what this bill does, I'm afraid. Aside from the other, you know, aspects of the language, which is we don't know what defines someone as a victim of domestic violence. I don't know if there's anything in the statute that makes it very clear. Do you have to actually have an adjudicated case where someone was criminally charged with something to be a victim? I don't know. Or do you simply have to identify as a victim of domestic violence, in which case then you'll have people identifying as victims of domestic violence all over the place, you know, even if they're not, just so that they can avoid a credit check. I mean, we've got to think about the ramifications of policy. Representative Corpus was brilliant a few moments ago when she said that, you know, we have got to think ahead about every potential way that a policy that we pass can be interpreted, used, or misused. Again, is there a time limit? If someone is a victim of domestic violence at 20, but then they have poor credit when they're trying to get an apartment at 75 years old, I mean, is that really relevant anymore? What if they had poor credit history before? I'll also point out that we passed a law, it wasn't last year, I think it was the year before, about coerced debt. I don't know if you folks remember that, but we actually passed a law. I did not support it, but it is a law in the state of Connecticut that if you are a victim of certain types of bullying, pressure, domestic violence from another individual, you can contact the credit bureaus and have the negative credit removed from your history. That's a law in Connecticut. And that's a mechanism that would address this exact issue, in my view. So as much as I hate voting against this bill because I want to help, I do care. And what frustrates me more than anything is I don't want anybody using this vote against me. My vote is perfectly legitimate, has nothing to do with my desire to support victims of domestic violence. It is just inappropriate to make a third party, an innocent third party, responsible. And I just can't support it as a result. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Vote by roll.
A motion has been made and seconded to JF to the floor. Agenda item number 3, House Bill 5360, an act concerning domestic violence in tenant screening. Representative Felipe.
Yes.
Senator Marks.
Yes.
Representative Scott.
Yes.
Senator Sampson.
Sampson is no.
Representative Roberts.
Yes.
Senator Gaston. Senator Anwar.
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Representative Brown.
Yes.
Representative Butler.
Representative Butler votes yes.
Representative Corpus.
Corpus votes no.
Representative Gonzalez.
Yes.
Representative Hall. Senator Hockadell. Representative Jensen. Senator McCrory. Representative Sweet.
Yes.
Representative Turco.
Yes.
Representative Weir.
Nope.
Representative Zullo.
Rep. Zullo votes yes.
Thank you.
We went on to item number 4. It's Senate Bill 336, an act concerning housing. JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I will explain the bill. Yep, Senate Bill 336. It is our dummy bill. It's the bill that we have in case something, that's what it is. It's in case something gets missed, which I did do my first year that I was here, a new chair, and I forgot to raise a bill for somebody, and it was a very good bill about veterans' graves, and we were very glad that we had a place to put it. So this is just to protect people. Sometimes 3 or 4 bills that are about the same subject can end up going into one bill. So although I understand that those in the minority don't like it, I did hear the chairs on other committees that I sat with today that the rankings did actually support their bills because they too did see that at times it is necessary. So I hope you will trust that we won't abuse it, and there might be a time that you might even need it. And so I ask that you support this bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, take the vote by roll. Oh, sorry.
Real quick.
Representative Scott.
Yeah, we had this situation last year with 5002. It was about 80 words. It turned into what we saw at 85002 and turned to 8002. I'll be a no. I don't vote for dummy bills, and we'll vote for when they get to the floor. Then we'll see what's actually in them, and then we can decide if we're going to vote yes or no on.